as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, and it's just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon, we lay awake in bed. The glass so loud as the hours pass, we're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
Been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going live. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
Good morning, beautiful people. I'm going to try to be a little bit more energetic. It's not going to be easy for me, but maybe after 3-4 coffees, I should be running up the walls. Good morning, Tina Harper. Yes, 3 months, and I think it's been 3 months where you had the free membership, if I'm not mistaken. That's pretty awesome. Hope you enjoy. I mean, that's why people are making free membership donations, or that's why I make a few free membership donations. Yeah, the YouTube library is actually pretty awesome. And good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, Karen. What live stream was that? Was that on Jesse and Lisa's live stream? Was there a lot of bots and spammers? Got my coffee. Awesome. I don't know what happened. Was it Friday after my live stream? Or, well, I think Thursday was like the International Pharmacist Day. So Friday they brought in donuts and coffee. I usually just have the one coffee in the morning because I keep saying if I drink a second coffee, I'm gonna be climbing up the curtains. You know, like I'm gonna go up the walls. I'm just not made to have more than one coffee in a day. My heart goes crazy, and but I decided Friday to have a second coffee. I had so much energy, like I was probably someone would see me and they would have think that I was on cocaine or something because it was just like. But I don't do any of that drugs. And Selge, my friend Selge keeps telling me, you're always like, like. It's just because I have some sinuses issues. It's not because I do drugs. And he told me to make that clear for you guys. I don't do drugs. He said, luckily, people that usually do that stuff, they don't eat. And he sees me eating often. So I might try to have a bowl of something every once in a while to eat. But after I was done Friday, I don't know if it can be the popcorn. It was, when you're in your bed, almost asleep, and you're just like, you can feel your brain going into deep sleep. And just before I left this world for the dream world, I woke up. It's like, oh no. And I had like this huge panic attack for some reason. Not sure what happened. I don't know if it was like, it can't be a trigger. I mean, I was almost asleep. So I'm thinking maybe it was because I had a second coffee in the afternoon. So yeah, I had to take a natty van to calm me down and get some rest. It was insane on Ram and Sarah from Kermit in Alaska. They have a video that blew up 1 million views and they gained like 20,000 family members. So the chat was insane last night with like 300-400 people in chat. Wow, that's awesome. I wish I had that many people. Then I could just like get a bunch of moderators and give them, like, I mean, let's face it. If you have 300-400 people in your chat and those people are watching your videos, you're probably making enough money to give a few dollars here and there to your moderators. I could be like, hey, Tiffany, make sure you're there on my live stream for the whole stream, and I'm giving you $20 or $25. I'll send you a e-transfer. Like it. At some point, it'd be doable. I wish I had that. I mean, I usually go between like 7 and 15 for some reason. I know when I was in Shed Wars, it was the live streams were a little bit better in terms of people joining in. Now there's been a few things happening in the background between two different group of people, and I figured I was just going to take a year off and see how things go. But the people that are not in Shed Wars are not following me more. And the ones that were in Shed Wars and still in Shed Wars are still not following me. So I kind of ended up losing on both ends. So we'll see. I'm still debating if I join next year or not. I'm going to have to send a message to Robert, because I know if you're in, you get to start harvesting your stuff like at the end of October for next season. And if you don't start now and you just start next season, then you can only start like around the spring equinox. But I wonder, since I just took like a year off, if I join again next year, if that would mean that I would start harvesting now, or I can only start harvesting in the spring. That could actually make a difference if I join or not. I don't know. I'm still debating. I mean, there was a little bit of drama. I don't like drama, but I just don't let it affect me. That's all. Coffee doesn't affect me that way at all. I can even drink it at night and still sleep. Wow. That'd be awesome. Well, that'd be awesome if my heart wasn't going crazy when I have coffee. I think it's not the caffeine. I don't know why. I can drink Pepsi before I go to bed and I'll sleep. I can eat chocolate, so it's not the sugar. So I don't know. There's something in the coffee. And the one I have right now, it's organic. And when I scan it with the Yuka app, Yuka, and it's telling me the coffee is 100% good. Now I put milk and sugar, which is not 100% good, but the coffee is organic and legit. But for some reason, the organic coffee always seems worse. It's harder on my stomach. There was a bunch of us all worked our okay. So it was that bad, huh? Good morning, Rebecca. Thank you so much for stopping by. So let's see. I'm just curious. Can you guys see in the chat like the poll and the Q&A? I don't know. I have it open on 2 different places. And I can't see both. So I see 7 votes for my poll, but like on that screen there, I can't see both at the same time. And on my own YouTube there, I see both. Okay, so it's kind of hard to know how it works. I was just trying it out just to see. Can't see it now, only when okay. So I have the poll: is your garden pretty much done? And the answers, 57% so far answered that yes, nothing left to harvest, and 43% answered yes, only a thing or two to harvest. I think I still have some potatoes and some sunchokes. I found out that what I had was sunchokes. So I still have sunchokes and potatoes and celery. I still have some lettuce at the community garden. But, I mean, I can't eat all that lettuce. So I'm going to go pick it up and probably give it to the rabbits. And the Q&A is basically just, it says in the black screen, I'm an open book. Ask questions related to homesteading and I will answer. So I don't know. I think you guys can actually click on that and ask questions, but I have no idea how it works. That's actually what I was hoping to be able to find out this morning. All I seen was a poll. Can't see now, only when the chat started. That's me, some cherry tomatoes and some peppers left along with some herbs still. Yeah, I harvested pretty much all my herbs except for mint and lemon balm. But I still have some mint and lemon balm from last year. And I don't know. Nobody's really using it. I tend to use it more in the winter when I have like a cold or something. I'll make myself a nice tea. But I found out that mint can actually be bad when you have stomach issues. It can give you what's it called? Ulcers? Is that how it's pronounced? I can hear the dog walking. So I try to stay away from the mint, even though I love it. Like I can feel it when I eat mint or when I drink it. I can feel like, I don't know, there's something different in my body. And I don't think it's a reaction. I think it's just a way that, well, it is a reaction, but I mean, it's not an allergic reaction, or it's not that I'm intolerant. I think it's just the way that my body reacts, because I don't feel sick or anything. I just feel like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. So yesterday, my dad asked me to go help him out to cut the firewood and pile it up. Let's just say that I am getting old. I mean, it's hard not to go help him out. He's 66, still doing it. I mean, I'm only turning 41 in about a week and a half. Can you imagine? I'm turning 41 in a week and a half. But to pick up the wood on the ground, put it up, bend over, lift it up in the pile. He has one of those automatic wood splitter, so it wasn't as bad for him. All he kept doing was take the wood and slice it up. But I would take the big ones, bring them closer to him, and then he would split them up, and I would take them and put them in the pile. So we did about 5 or 6 cords. But this morning I'm so sore. I feel like a little kid that just played sports for the first time. My shoulders, my back, my butt, even my butt is sore. But I was supposed to go see Gaetan yesterday, and like I sent him a message saying, hey, like I don't think I can drive an hour. Came back home and laid on the couch for like the rest of the day. It was horrible garden here. Already thinking ahead to next year. Well, it's hard to plan because if you have a wet summer, you're not going to have the same results as if you get a really warm, sunny summer. If it's warm and sunny, you can give them water. It will save them, but chances are, if you're connected to the village system, or even if you have your own well, the water's not going to be the same as the rain. The rain is a natural fertilizer. But if it rains too much, then they don't get enough sun, and it takes longer to ripe. So in a perfect world, it'd be raining at night and sunny during the day, or would have at least like 2 days of rain every week. Like if it was raining like Tuesday and Thursday, that'd be perfect. No, I used to, but I find that when we did it to try to save on the electric bill. And turned out that because we had a bunch of young kids at the time, we wanted to keep the heaters on anyway. Because if the fire goes down at night, at least the heaters would pick up and heat the rooms. But we didn't see a single penny difference on our electric bill. So it's either it really didn't make a difference, or the electric companies don't even look at what we use and just go according to our history, which, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy type of guy, but it almost looks like no matter what we do, no matter how much we try to cut on our electric bill, closing the lights, even at some point, we weren't even here for a week at a time. It was still expensive. It was still the same amount anyway. In the winter, it gets a lot higher, and I feel like they just go with the weather. Oh, it was cold. Let's charge them this much. Oh, it was not too cold. Well, we can bring down the bill a little bit. When a CEO makes billions and billions of dollars a year, and yet they're still bringing the electric bill up by 8 to 10% every year, there's something wrong in our system. I'm currently paying $500 a month of electricity. That's because I make the 12 months equal payments. I mean, it gets higher in the winter, lower in the summer, for an average of $500. Well, it's $475. We pay $500 and we just can't seem to catch up. And next bill, which is this one here, September, that's when our 1 year renews. So we'll see. I didn't check the bill yet. We'll see how much we have to pay monthly, but I feel like no matter how much we pay, we're just never able to catch up. And I could pay it up tomorrow, like the total amount that's left to pay, and they would find a way to charge us an extra $300 or $400 in the next month. So yeah, and at some point we needed our insurance company was asking for too much renovations to be legal with our wood stove, so we ended up just removing the stove and going electric all the way. You're getting old. I am getting old. I can feel it. You're about 20 years older than... Wow. Well, you're still young at heart. And that's what matters the most. 280? Wow. But let's face it. I mean, I have 5 kids. And out of those 5 kids, 3 of them are teenagers. They all have their own TV. They all have their own... 3 of them needs a computer for school. So they have computers. They have TVs. They all have their lights on when they're in the bedroom. We heat with the electric heaters. That's washing machine and drying machine is pretty much running 24/7. Because if we stop, we get behind in that aspect. The dishwasher is on 3 times a day. We have teenagers that like to take showers of about an hour long. And even if you tell them, and even if you yell at them, and even if you punish them, it won't change a thing. And I mean, it's not like I can just go in there and grab them and take them out. I could go and shut down the hot water, but I wish I would only pay $280. I don't know. We definitely need to cut somehow. I have a mini split. The program that they announced in New Brunswick where I could get a free mini split. Let's see. Do I still have? I don't have NB Power here. I'm just curious to see. Oh, I would have that in my emails. I think they sent me a bill not too long ago. Can I search? Yes, NB. Not MB, NB. Power. Okay. I guess that doesn't work. Oh, right here. I'm curious to see. I know. And we keep telling them, we keep, threatening of taking their toys away, but I'm just curious to see if it went down this year. Probably not, because, they gave us a mini split, but they rose the tariffs by another 10%. Good morning, Shawnee. I forgot my username, so let's see. I know, but I mean, regardless, the washing machine and drying machine, they're going on pretty much all day. And you would think that it would be getting better because, you know, the kids don't go outside, play in the dirt like they used to. So some of the kids used to change like 5 times a day. Let's see if I can actually power. Oof. Login. Oh, okay. So that's my login. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if we actually use less power than we used to. So yeah, a little bit less. Well, we're using about 900 kilowatts less per day. So in theory, it should be costing us less. I don't even know how I can see that. Okay. So it's going to cost us $497 per month. That's our equal payments. So it went up again. So even though we use a lot less power, we end up paying a lot more. That's the way it is here in New Brunswick. They are trying to, make sure we don't use power at all. Imagine now they're talking about, I don't want to go there. I'm not going to say anymore. Just electric cars, if we have to use that, is it going to be really cheaper than gas? The way that our electricity cost us, I don't know. I remember my dad walking into a room after my sister and he always yelled at her to lights off when she left the room. It's funny because I constantly do the same thing. Yeah, same here. I keep telling the kids, you're not in your room, you close the light. It's easy. You just press the button when you get out. And I have some older kids that are, late teenage years that are, I'm pretty sure they won't admit, but they're afraid of the dark. And why am I saying that? Because we can actually see who got up during the night. We get up in the morning, we have the light in the hallway downstairs, the light in front of the stairs, the light upstairs, which is useless. It's lighting up the lights downstairs. So if you light it up when you go up, it's pointless because you're already upstairs. They open the light in in front of the basement door, so in front of a main door. They open the light in the hallway, and they open the light in the bathroom. And those lights are all open until you can go down and right in front of my son's bedroom. So we know who gets up. And if it's not him, we'll see other lights. And if they get up during the night to go grab a glass of water, well, that's a whole new bunch of set of lights that are open. I think I read somewhere that lights can cost you between $3 and $5 of electricity if they're running on like the whole month. But if they go for 12 hours a day and you have 20 of them, well, that's like $50 of light right there. When using a wicking tub to plant things, do you use more water than having a regular garden? A wicking tub to plant things. I don't know. I have no idea what that is. I don't use it. Good morning again. Charge them money. If they have to pay per hour, long shower, they will stop quickly. Yeah. But then they'll get out and be like, well, I don't have any money, so I don't have to pay you. My daughter's even worse. She unplugged everything if it's not being used. Well, I can see the point. I can see the point. Our house is lit up by LED light strips on our solar system. Nice. Well, I have a solar panel. The only thing is, it comes with the all-power station. And I don't think I can charge it if I have something plugged on it. Because if I could, I would plug some stuff on it and just put the solar panel out and, hope for the best at some point. I can probably use a solar panel for something else, but I don't know. I wish I had a lot of money just to buy a bunch of solar panels and go off the grid, totally off the grid. But I'm pretty sure if we shut down the whole electric panel for a month, we wouldn't even see a difference on our bill. There, I said it. And I only use the sun during the day. Yeah, well, see, in my computer room here, I have 3 computers running. One of them is a laptop. And I don't put any heating in here, and I don't put the light on. I don't have any windows. I'm thinking about maybe at some point, like opening this year. There's like a door frame already, so the frame is already there. It would just be a matter of removing, like taking off the sheetrock, and right there is my bedroom. And I would close this here, and I could use the heat from the bedroom. It's just a matter of, closing this here, close that down there. There's a small hole that goes under the stairs. We could figure something out for that part there. And I don't know. I feel like it would be warmer in here. So the computers don't use as much power as a heater and light. Once they're on, the laptop has a battery. I can unplug it and go with the battery and then charge it. But as long as it just stays plugged, it's not using that much power compared to what people think that the computer uses a lot of power. It's not that bad. And yes, if I had 2,000 computers in here, it would make my electric bill go up. I'm not saying it wouldn't. But have you checked to see if you have power leaking somewhere? A faulty wire, extension cord, breaker panel. I had 2 different electricians come in here in the last 5 years. In 2019, okay, so let's just go back quickly. In 2010, I had to go bankrupt because of my company. My company went bankrupt. So when we bought this house, my dad had to buy the house or co-sign with my girlfriend. In 2014, my girlfriend had to go bankrupt because of her ex. So I was, my credit was a little bit better, and I was able to get the house, but my dad still needed to co-sign. In 2019, I was able to remove my dad's name, so I had to remortgage again. And in order to get the insurance, I needed to get an electrician to come in here and check everything out before I was even able to do anything at all. So he came here and he checked everything in the house. And then when we did all the renovations, I called my insurance company saying, hey, like, the basement is all finished now. Do you want to see? Like, I was being transparent. Obviously, my insurance went up, but not the amount of money I'm getting in return. Like, if my house burns down to the ground, basically not even able to afford a new house. So why am I even paying those insurance? I don't know. I need to check that out. Thing is, it's so expensive. I mean, you pay twice the amount of your mortgage on your insurance. That's just crazy. And I've been looking, and people say, well, call they're cheaper, or call this company, it's a lot cheaper. Turns out it's not. It's always the same. It's always the same. Yeah, the house will be cheaper, but then they get you on the car. And if you want to have your car insured somewhere and the house insured somewhere else, well, you lose the bonus percentage that you get if you have a bunch of different things insured at the same place. So I don't know. I have to look around and see what's going on, but insurance is just crazy. But anyway, I had a second electrician come here, check everything out, change all my wiring, do everything brand new to bring my insurance down by maybe $25 a year. So it was pointless. I have the same problem with my brother. I now just turn his lights off instead of asking him to come back and do it. Yeah, I mean, it's in my situation. I mean, there's 7 of us living here. So unless we're all watching the same thing, there's going to be a bunch of TVs on. And to keep them on, I hate it so much. A TV only has so much lifespan. If it's 4,000 hours that you can watch a TV and you leave it on at night, well, instead of having it for 4 years, you're only going to get it for 2 years. And then you're going to need to buy a new TV and pay more power. I try to tell them, put the sleep mode on, put it on sleep. When you fall asleep, the TV will shut off after you. Every morning I go upstairs to find the main TV that we paid $1,000 for in the living room. It's on and no one's watching it. It's on. Close it. Not only are you ruining the TV, but you're paying power for nothing. You're just literally throwing money out of the window. Huga Homestead, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I am bitching about power, about NB Power. Let's go more positive. So anyone, any plan for today? I know I have to go to work tomorrow, but Tuesday, grouse hunting starts. Actually, that's a good idea. I have some timers here, and I use those timers in my grow room when I start my seedlings in the spring. But I mean, I won't be using it until February, March. And I put the timer from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or is it 8 to 8? something like that there. And once the plants go up, everything is closed again. So yeah, I could put a timer on. Rainy day here today, just gonna relax, enjoy it. And the thing is, usually I go in the living room during like after everyone is asleep, I go and I make sure everything is closed, that all the lights are off, that all the TVs are off. And yet I wake up the next morning and there's still stuff on. I don't know how that's even possible. Oh, premiere, what time? Yeah, everybody's sick in this house as well. I think I was sick like a month ago and then um, got better. Today is Restock the Produce Day. And what is that? What do you mean by Restock the Produce Day? What are you going to do exactly? 5 p.m., 5 Eastern. 6 p.m., so I should be around. I think one of the things I have to do is actually start canning some either zucchinis or squash. But with just a tiny pressure canner that I have, I might not be able to do much. I also wanted to do some chicken soup to can for the winter. Whenever I don't know what to do for lunch at work, I just grab one of those pre-made meal and go to work with it. And it saved me tons of time. I think I might still have like one or two moose stew. And I love those. I mean, it's just so easy. You grab a jar and go to work. And we have microwaves and we heat it up and I'm good to eat. Forgot what I was about to say. My brain just like shut off on its own. Restart. More coffee needed. So yeah, I might have a few squash. We need to empty the freezers because we're going deer hunting, and we might come home with meat. Also waiting. I'm still waiting on the pork. Tiffany sent a message to my friend, and he just replied, "I'm moose hunting." So he'll reply when he gets out. Moose hunting season was done yesterday, so there's still some people in the woods, probably just coming out today. I know we need a kill switch. No vampire power while we're sleeping. Exactly. My kids are now sick after we went on a field trip. Oh no, that sucks. Well, as soon as the school starts, a lot of bugs and germs starts going around. I mean, it's been like that for ages, and it's still the same. My oldest daughter also got sick. She works in a daycare, so you can imagine that she's gonna get everything there is to catch there. And they thought that she might have the whooping cough. Turns out that it was not that, but it was still something pretty serious. She's on antibiotics. She's got the pneumonia. She's doing better now, though. She's been taking her antibiotics for like 2-3 days now. I think it was, yeah, she got tested on Thursday. Got her results yesterday, so she didn't test positive, so it's all good. But they had to go and disinfect the whole room where she's working, even though she probably got that from one of the kids. We are going to get everyone's favorite fruits and vegetables from the store. I've got juicing to do. Family of 5 here. Awesome. That's something I never think about doing. I can probably just get like my my tomato pasta maker, paste maker. my tomato paste maker and make some juice. I think I have something here actually that might do the job as well. I have a friend, well, my girlfriend's cousin does a lot of juice with beets, carrots, and celery. He puts all of that together and freezes it for the winter. Actually, I'm going to send him a message. Just to see, because I hair grafted a few apple branches at his place, so I'm curious to see if they worked out or not. And he also told me that I could go and get some carrots and beets, and he might have some apples that I could harvest. This year has been weird. Usually I go apple picking in October. This year, all the apple trees are empty. They were full early September, and all the apples dropped like 2 weeks ago. Everyone have a great day. I hope to get things ready for breakfast for my brother and I. Awesome. Have a nice day, Rebecca. Good morning, Susan. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great day. Hi, everything. She will get everything and pass it along to all of you. Yep. And that's the sad part about working in a hospital. If I'm sick, I have to wear a mask. I mean, not starting a debate. I get that if you're sick, it's normal if you go see patients and things like that. But I work alone in my corner, and I can't wear a mask. It's driving me nuts. Mentally speaking there, it's not doing any good for me. Good morning, Templin Acres. Yeah, I noticed you started posting a few more videos. You were out for a while. You were away for a while, and I started seeing you again. So hopefully things are going well, and thank you for stopping by. When the gardens are in abundance, juicing is a great way to use it up, but gardens are slowing down. Yep. I have a friend of mine that harvests a lot of grapes, and he freezes it for the winter. He'll put it in the freezers, and yep. I never harvest enough of anything other than zucchinis and squash, and I don't really feel like zucchini juice is good. Yeah, I haven't gone apple picking yet, but soon. I can't wait. Apple everything coming up. I checked around, and I didn't see any apple trees with apples. They all dropped. They got no more apples. I will go take a look this week, because you go apple picking in the wild, you're literally walking in bear country, in bear territory. And I don't want to go in bear territory unless I have some protection. And bear season is on right now, so I can bring my pew and go try to get me a bear for meat. I work in the pharmacy. I'm a pharmacy computer technician. So basically, I do all the computer system. I build the dictionaries whenever we have new softwares coming up. I'm the one that has to do the testing, the implementation, the training. It's a cool job. I like what I do, just not always. Kind of a system admin. You have, if you go, you're in New Brunswick. If you go to a hospital, you see the software called Meditech, where they enter all your information and all the prescriptions and all that stuff. But I take care of creating the medication in the system and updating the what we call the first data bank update. It's like updates about if there's new interactions, if there's new drugs coming out and all that kind of stuff. So I make all those updates to the system. They have those medication dispensing machines. So let's say you go for surgery, you'll end up in OR, and then you wake up. They might take you to the surgery floor. You want some Tylenol? They'll go in that machine, select your name, select down the list all the medication you have. They can select Tylenol, and it will open a drawer and unlock the pocket where the Tylenol is. So it's a lot safer. Like it's a security thing. They can't accidentally give you something else because it's only opening the right pocket. So I have to make sure that the quantities in those machines are good. If the machines break down, I work with what's it called? The engineer clinic. I work with them to fix them. I'm kind of the link between the pharmacy and the actual computer department. Yeah, I'm system admin, but for specifically pharmacy. I'm kind of the link between the pharmacy and the IT department. I would say that's the best way to describe it. Azure, AWS, etc. Those are new softwares. I went to college back in 2002, and I was there until 2005. So back then, they were talking more. I have no idea. I took the first year was general, and the third year you could decide if you wanted to go in programming and web programming and multimedia or networking, and I chose the web programming and media. So basically, I was more focused on making websites, graphic designs, video editing and audio editing and all that kind of stuff. So when it came to YouTube, I already had a little basic knowledge of what to do. The problem is I can tell other person what to change, but I'm just not an artist. I can't do something beautiful. I just can't. It's not in me. But I can look at something and be like, okay, well, this looks great, but I would just take this off or change the angle of this, or there's a few aspects of a graphic design that I can look and see and be like, okay, you should change this because of this, but I can't make something pretty. Yeah, I could fine tune if you came to me, and I was telling the same thing to my daughter. She's good with any musical instruments. She can make a song from A to Z. I cannot play the guitar the way that she does. I'll do the strumming, but I can't do the picking. And I can't play piano, or I can't do any of that stuff. But if you write a song and I listen to it, I can be like, oh, you know what would be cool? Like do like a drum solo right there, and do like a few piano notes right here, and then you'll be listening to the song and be like, wow, this is incredible. But I'm not the one doing it. I'm just the one telling you an idea of what would be good. Kind of the same thing with graphic designs, I guess. I can tell you, hey, if you change that color, it would be good. But to come up with a concept, Angie from Me and You Acres is actually pretty good at that stuff. She can do something elegant, simple, and pretty. And then all I have to do is make sure of the alignments and a few different things you have to be careful when you do some graphic designs. It is very interesting. I feel like I'm not being paid enough, but that's everyone, right? A lot of responsibilities because I kind of deal with the nursing as well in terms of discrepancies in the narcotics count and stuff like that. If there's any controlled drugs missing on a floor, I'm also the one that has to go and investigate to try to find out where that medication went. Cloud computing wasn't a thing. Yeah. Probably, yeah. And even with the websites, I had to stop doing it because Facebook came out and the whole internet took a different direction. Let's face it, I'm not a good salesman and I'm not good at lying. So I'm not going to try to convince you that, oh, you should make a website, pay $10,000. That will really help your revenue. No, you can just make a Facebook page and get the same results. And Facebook page is free while a website is $10,000. Which one are you going to go for? You're going to go for the one that's better for free than the one that's not good for $10,000. So, that's when my business went, and that's why I had to go bankrupt back in 2010. Good morning, Andale. How's it going? Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, I'll fine tune. If someone that has a thumbnail, you're like, oh, there's something missing or there's something that doesn't belong there. What can I do to make it better? Well, sometimes, and I'll say most of the time, too much is really not better. There was one client that came to me and he's like, could you do a business card design for me? I'm like, yeah, sure. I want to have this. I want to have that. I want to have a design of a little cartoon guy with a broom in his hand. And I want to have this. And you don't have a book, right? You only have a small business card. Yeah, well, that's what I'm paying you for. I want to have everything on my business card. Okay. All right. Well, that's what you want. That's what you'll get. But I'm not going to put that in my portfolio. Don't take it personal. That's what you want. That's what you'll get. But have you ever noticed, let's say I take this, for example, it's pretty simple, isn't it? So if you look at this graphic design wise, there's some more stuff written there, but if I have it here, it's actually, what's the term? I'm making a point right here. What do you see? You see the company, the brand, the type of seeds it is, and an image. Why is it that way and so simple? And why don't they have a bunch of stuff? Well, if you have a bunch of stuff written in front, you will lose focus on what's really important. And what's really important is that that it's from M.I. Gardner. You know that it is zucchini seeds. And this is the type of zucchinis you're going to get. Now, if you move in closer, okay, it's Black Beauty zucchinis, and it's an annual plant with about 30 seeds. And that's all you get. And why is that effective? Because graphic design-wise, what you want to have the focus on is bigger. There's not too much information. It's not all crammed in there. You have a good alignment. M.I. Gardner and zucchini is same. The only thing I would change is the font. They have different fonts. That's the only thing I would change if I was the company, simply because if your eyes look at something and have to wonder, is that the same or it's different? Then you did something wrong. If you do text in your thumbnail and you have to wonder, oh, is that text the same size as this one? Then you got something wrong. So that's one of the point in graphic designs. I kind of did, but I didn't start them from scratch. It was the end of the season. Well, the end of the nursery season, around mid-July to end of July, and the local nursery made a donation to the village for the community garden, and they arrived at the community garden saying, hey, we have a bunch of stuff. If you have stuff that didn't grow and you have free space, there, take it. It's free. So I ended up getting like 10 plants of sweet potatoes. Although it only gave me like 2 pints of sweet potatoes once I can them. I also got some candied tomatoes, which I want to try to find for next year. Those are producing like crazy. Crazy fact, I was going up the stairs yesterday, and I just looked down where I had some old ceiling pots, ceiling containers, those trays with a few tiny pots in there, and it was left there the whole summer. I didn't touch it. I didn't remove anything. I didn't water it. I didn't care for it. All my tomato plants on my property are all dead because of the cold. It got cold a few days ago, and they died. One of them, the one that I didn't touch, the one that I forgot about, the one that I didn't even think about, was still strong and kicking. What the hell? You give it lots of love and lots of attention, they die. You let them go and you don't worry about them. I mean, it was hard to remove from little pot it was in. Crazy. So I'm gonna do some squash today. I'll see if my friend replies. I would go get those apple branches if they worked. I tried hair grafting some, and the ones I tried did not work. So I don't know. I don't know if there's anything I have to do different. I'm going to do some more research because they say that after 2 weeks, you should have roots on your branches. I could see the leaves, so the energy was still going through, but nothing in terms of roots. All I could see was a little bump around the branch. Have to run. Have a great day, everyone. All right, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm actually going to go as well. I've been on for an hour. Yeah, I should be back Friday for my regular Friday night live stream. And I will talk to you guys later. And don't forget, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Tiffany from Canadian Family Life has a premiere. So let's go check that out. All right, thanks. And see you next time.